That creeped up on me quick. I didn't realize that. Hello, people. We are live. The Moose. What's up, Daz?
Oh, not much.
NBL. Grab that drink. Get that snack. The Moose does. I saw a bat up here earlier. What's up, bat?
Bat was here like super early.
Yeah. Looks like Rob went live too. I guess that's what that was for. Rob's, I guess, now going live at the same time.
Which Rob?
I think it's poor guy.
Oh, poor guy.
Who?
Shit,
Rob?
Big Lou. Now Big Lou just went live.
Everybody's moving in on you, sir.
Hey,
Yeah, poor
everybody.
guy. Poor guy went live, and Big Lou went live.
Big Lou. Y'all see that country cutter he bought at that the homegrown festival by him? It's a country
Big
cutter.
Lou?
Cuts potatoes and onions. Man, that thing's snazzy.
Is that right? Smoker Joe. I'm about to go live. That's quite all right. Quite all right. I can have 5 people. I can have 20 people. I'm still here. It's breaking my spirit.
That's
But
right.
I won't walk on top of your live, just so you know. Not much, Joe. I understand you living in Instagram land most of the time now.
No,
Judge, what?
he's living on TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. I'm sorry. That's what it was. Yep. The Moose bat. Judge off. I cooked that brisket up, man. Thing was good.
Come on.
Was that Sal that just went live too?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Everybody.
Mrs. beating up the stove. She's cooking a lapin, a rabbit.
Oh, so Big Lou is on with poor guy.
Okay. There must be spreading or doing that thing. I think Des does that with Al.
I know who
but
Big Lou
sometimes-
is.
Yeah.
I know who Big Lou is. I don't know poor guy.
I mean,
Poor
I don't
guy.
think
Poor guy, poor guy cooking.
Huh?
Yeah.
His channel
Poor
called
guy.
Cooking.
Yeah. Poor guy is a left us live. Poor guy Rob is his name. He's in Alabama, I think he is. He started out cooking with like blacktop or flat top rather, I think it was, or some type of Oklahoma Joe or something. But
Yeah.
he's been trying some different grills. He actually came out about a year ago, probably. That little small Kamado. He was getting into that. And
So the flat top noob, griddle cook, Eden Moore, and poor guy cooking with Big Lou. All 4 of them are live together.
All right. George 805 is live.
Dang.
We were just talking about him, Simon and I said, man, I haven't heard anything from that guy for a while. What's up, Dutch?
But can't.
I sent him a request. Another YouTuber changed his number and he wanted George's phone number. So I called up George and or I sent him a text rather and asked him if it would be all right if I gave him his phone number again. He said, sure, thanks. That was it. I haven't talked to him. It's been a little quiet.
Come here.
I got to go see George.
Aquatics.
I spoke to George about 2 weeks ago. He's living life. Yeah, he is. Last we've heard of him. I did see a picture where he it was probably back at the beginning of March, I think it was, when we actually talked. And he came on the live again one night. And You know, they're spending the weekends together a lot. But I saw pictures on Facebook where the I guess it's what you call the engagement ring and all that. What's up,
Yep.
Jody P? I ought to send a video to you too. I was watching some train videos today, and I happened to come across this one in Iowa. And they were taking loads of cottonseed oil to Iowa and Lamar's. What's up, Gabriel?
Ken needs his lube.
But they were taking cottonseed oil to Lamar's, Iowa, and something about ice cream. I didn't catch all that.
That's what I
Stephen
like.
P.
That's what I like to fry my seafood in, but it's hard to find nowadays.
Is that right? They had
No, it's great for frying seafood.
I sent it to Dutch. I didn't think about sending it to Jody. I don't know if she have interest in watching her train or not, but this guy had a drone, and it's all open land. They're actually building another. What's up, Chris? They're actually building another train track in Iowa, going through Iowa. And this is just open land. And he gets that thing up and going. You can see the Mississippi River and everything. And this one train was so long. It was in Iowa, heading to Chicago, went through a tunnel and went across the bridge. And I think it was in Chicago and Iowa.
Wow.
It was going across the Mississippi, running parallel with the Mississippi River. I think that's what it said, but that thing was up there. Beautiful footage.
Well, that takes some power to pull that train.
It had 4 engines. I think it was 4 engines.
Dang.
They had another one that was a Dubuque, Iowa, I think it was. Dutch said that was about 6 hours from him. That one had all kinds of stuff, hydrogen peroxide, some other type of chemical. Fish Fam Link. I'm supposed to post my videos at least 6 hours early. I forgot about it. I got wrapped up in doing my canister filters. It's been 7 weeks since I had changed them. So I said, I got to get my canisters clean today, and I forgot all about it. I see Boo still directing Missy.
No, she was wondering what. She said, "What is this?" And then she finally saw the individual pieces. And she, "Oh yeah, I know what that is now. Little spade connectors for."
Yeah.
Instead of unsoldering the speaker wires when you open the radio, you just add those
Right.
connectors on there. You just pull them off.
I don't think anybody snuck in here. I saw Chris. Fish Fam Link. They must have caught up to me, so I must be right there at that timeline. Bat, Jody. Stephen P. Hey, I think that Lamar's, Iowa is the ice cream capital of the U.S. Really?
Me.
I didn't know that. But Steve, that working with those lights might be working already, or some, not a whole lot, but some. So I'm still going at it. I changed over to a liquid plant fertilizer instead of those tablets, just to give it something else different. Boo's giving someone hell.
He's talking to Johnny.
I saw Boo walking with a walker the other day in his lives.
Yeah, he's crippled now. He can't walk.
Is that right?
Yeah, he can walk, but he's got to have that walker.
I gotta have that walker. Yeah, I need some assistance. It's until I get surgery, you know. And I gotta call the hospital tomorrow, the scheduling department, to see when the CT scan is gonna find out about it.
I tell you the truth, my hips hurt me so bad, my back this morning. I needed a walker. I ain't lying, boy. It
All
just,
right.
golly, it's like I don't know what's going on back there. I'm trying to work and do things, but man, I paid for it. Just that little bit
Oh,
we done yesterday, and I didn't really do any heavy lifting or anything. My son did, and I still hurt.
I don't know if you saw my reply back to your reply. If you got that jetter hose, could you take that jetter hose down to the roof vent? Because you ain't getting that big ass snake drain up there. But
No, yeah, you could if it's long enough, but I can probably get it through the right here where the sink is. That
okay,
inch and a quarter, I could probably go right in straight. Problem is, it's stopped up, so that thing's gonna be squirting water the whole time. But I got a bucket there to catch it. But if I blast it, it's going to have to be fast. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to have a valve on it to shut it off. But man, that's a mess. I thought all this was PVC, but I got to think as a PVC wasn't even a thing in the late '60s, or if it was new. You know, but they tied that PVC into that old cast iron. God bless it. You seen it, boy. It went from a big pipe. It's so much built up on that pipe, it lost all kind of diameter. I'm like, good gracious, that looks terrible.
Yeah, they make
Yeah,
a tool
gas
for that.
fire.
Huh?
They make a tool for that, for cleaning out that
Yeah, I'm
build
gonna
up
get
in
one.
there. It's
Called
it
a
goes on a
jetter.
drill, it whips it. You know,
No,
it's
I'm
pretty
talking
neat.
about this is water pressure. You hook it up to a power washer, and it's got certain
Right.
nozzles. It comes with 4 different nozzles. One of them just blasts straight ahead, and then there's another one that'll blast straight ahead, and there's some that blast backwards to where
Backwards.
it propels it forward. Then they
Yeah.
got one that spins 360. Water. I mean, high powered water is it sending it through there, and that washes all that grease and all off your pipes.
Yeah. I
Yeah, but
actually
that's what I
watched.
was. I thought you were saying you had a lot of buildup in one of those pipes, and you have to,
I
and
do.
I was like, they make a tool with a drill. If you like busting
Yeah.
one out, and it's just you can see it right there. That little drill tool will handle that instead of that one you got.
Yeah. I've seen one guy. He took an auger or a rotor rooter like I got, and on the end of his, he had a bunch of chains, and that chain go through there whipping that pipe.
All right.
That
I'd be
would break
afraid
it
of something
loose
like
too.
that aggressive. Yeah, I'd be afraid of something that aggressive. Hey,
Yeah,
Zen.
I don't want to do that cast, man. But
Yeah.
I
Hey,
don't own this house. If I own this house, I'd probably get all that dug up, get somebody with a little small front end loader, not a front end loader, the one with the bucket. What do you call that?
Right.
Backhoe.
Okay.
And
I got one in Maryland. You want to pay me to drive up there? And
then you'd have to tunnel under the concrete. I'd have to do one drain at a time, but I'd replace all that crap, every bit of it.
yeah.
But I was mainly just wanting to make a video because I got the machine and I
Yeah.
had to do something, and I wasn't gonna fight with it too much. Chad had been working all day. He about had enough.
I'll
And
say he looked like he was pretty
yeah,
borderline comfortable or done with it.
no, he was just tired. Wasn't feeling good either. But we were
Okay.
there a lot longer than that video shows.
Okay.
We probably ran that camera probably. I said 15 minutes. It's probably more like 45 minutes.
I
Trying
had
to get it
laughed.
turned, but man, it was so restricted in there. There was no way. I mean, I don't even know how this toilet's flushing.
Hey, Russ, was that roots coming down into that pipe?
Huh?
Was the roots coming down into that pipe?
There was some roots in there, yeah, but the biggest problem is just a lot of grease buildup. But see, I could pull my toilet and I could take that. That thing's got that. I don't know if you caught it, but I showed the attachments, and two of them were like stuck together. You unstick them and you turn them, and they look like this.
Right.
They got saw blades on it. I could run that through the pipe where my toilet is and run it back this way, and I could clear most of that pipe out, with that. But like I said, I'm not too worried about it. I've been using a bucket for years up under that P trap. All I do is breathe right there and brush my teeth. Serena don't even use it,
You probably can't even go into that toilet here because they probably tied it around someplace else to sink. They wouldn't tie it in. I have seen some the 90s on the commodes where they'll have like a side T attachment to them,
Well,
and
I'll tell
they'll
you
hook a
this.
sink to that.
Did you see the last footage I showed with that camera? You could tell it was a Y, and the
Right.
camera wouldn't really point this
Yeah,
much.
'cause
Something.
it couldn't go in that direction.
Yeah, but we got it to where you could look this way. When the toilet's flushed, that water comes out of that pipe. When we turn on the water where that obstruction is, you can see it
Yep.
trickling. So it's all coming out of that pipe, but it's got to have another Y further down.
Right.
You know, it's like, man, what a mess. If I was running that myself, I swear I would have pipes as soon as they leave the house. I would have a clean out there, have
Yeah.
one for the toilet, have one for the shower, have one for the kitchen. Everything would have, instead of having one clean out and trying to fish and snake all that through there. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how I would do it anyway.
So Des, I'm just Jay. I think it was Jay was just telling me that isn't she the one who said that Iowa is the ice cream capital?
Yeah, I read that. She's the one that said it. Jody.
So I was trying because I said something to Dutch earlier. I asked my message back to him. What's up, Brandon? I messaged back to him. I said, why are they taking cottonseed oil for ice cream?
That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right, Brandon. Just a reminder for me to get back to you soon. Whatever you want to do, Brandon. We got a couple days. You know, I don't want to keep it waiting too long, but we got a couple days. Not me. Oh, did I say Des? I meant to say Jody.
I know cottonseed cake. That's some good catfish bait and hoop nets.
Yeah.
Box traps, slat traps. Cottonseed cake's good catfish
Just
bait.
more fish. Look at this. What's up, Jesse?
Oh, here we go. I asked Chat GPT. I said, is cottonseed oil used in ice cream? Yes, cottonseed oil is sometimes used in ice cream, though it's not super common. It can be used as a fat source or an ingredient in stabilizers and emulsifiers that help give ice cream a smooth and creamy texture. More
Really?
often, ice cream fat comes from milk fat, but in some cheaper or non-dairy ice creams, vegetable oils like cottonseed oil, palm oil, and coconut oil might be used instead or alongside milk fat. There you go.
Vegetable oil is like one of the worst ones you could be using. That's the one that
They're cheaping out. Instead of using milk fat 100%, they're adding it to it.
what's
Well,
up,
it's
David?
non-dairy ice cream. So yeah,
Yeah.
like
Blue Bunny. It's Blue Bunny and Lamar's is what Jody's saying. They say that vegetable oil is one of the things that's a causer of dementia. NBL, what's up, brother?
I thought it was aluminum cans.
One of the things.
Yeah.
Well, they have a plastic liner in a Coke can, beer cans. They have a little liner in there.
Yeah, Teflon or something.
They say also
I forget
margarine.
what it's made out of, but
I've
there's
heard
videos on it.
I
Look
heard that years ago. Is the reason I said it. You know, they don't
Really?
know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's
But
you can use some kind of acid to eat the aluminum can, and what's left is just the bag. And the bottom of it, you could see the bag that's holding the Coke, and you can punch it, and Coke will come out. It's very thin. That's why they say cans are not pure aluminum. It's got all the ink on it, and it's
Yeah.
got the little baggie inside.
yeah. Fish
Extruded
food,
aluminum's the purest one.
Fish family, the Nightbot's up and working again. Lance, I service all wells, blueberries, tankers, and refrigeration. Well, I knew you worked in a trucking company, but okay. But his drums are made from cottonseed oil drums. Dutch, when I asked him if he saw the beginning of it. If y'all will type up Fish Family, type in 805 or type in the word sleeper, the link to your channel will be posted automatically, so people can go around and subscribe to you. Brother Steven, what's up?
Hey, Steven.
What's up, Steven?
What's up, Steven?
So,
How's the
Boo, back-
weather in Tobago, Trinidad?
hot.
Probably.
So Boo, back to your walker thing. So what's
Oh.
going on with you? Don't need
Hip
my link up there.
and
Contact about yours.
sciatic nerves. Got a slip disc, and then I got like bone to bone on the hip. They fixing to do a CT scan. They better see all that in there. And I got blockages in my iliac artery, both of them. That's the main artery. Two arteries coming from the main aorta from your heart. You got two of them that Y off and go down in your legs. Both of them I got blockage, and one more down on lower in my leg. So
aorta fix that.
they ought to fix that. That's right. I gotta tell that to my heart doctor. They ought to fix that.
Oh, that was a good one.
It was.
That was a good one. Boo only doesn't.
Yeah, I
know
need
why
to get
there's always
them, and
insurance
that's gonna
claims
help a little
in
bit.
the takers after they leave Daddy Touch's garage. That there was funny.
Yeah, I used to
That's original.
ask Siri everything, but I've been using that Chat GPT AI.
Haven't heard of it.
Man, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I think
Uh-oh.
I
You know,
my
if you
phone.
search something on Google, a lot of times Google AI will answer now, but this is a different one. It's
What's
pretty
this?
good.
Nightbot,
Humanist frog testicles.
humid as frog testicles. Oh, that's a created one.
I didn't put anything in there.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Nightbot.
By Fitch Lads. Like what you see, make it official. Thank you, Family Fish Link.
Nightbot.
It's just he's never heard of it. I haven't. Daz, I haven't.
I got to remember that one.
What was it Nightbot did last week? Someone kept repeating, having to repeat the answer or something like that.
Oh, yeah. It got on him. Quit asking me so many questions or something like that.
Yes, quit asking me the
Or
same
quit
question.
asking for the weather so much, or slow down. I forget what it said.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stephen, ignorance is bliss. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Did you say you'd never heard of Chat GPT?
Chat GPT. It's an app you can put on your phone, or you can do it on
Okay.
the website. Just an AI where you can. It does more. You got a paid version, and you can do things with pictures, and I don't know if it does videos or not, but I ask it questions.
Is that right?
Like if you want to know something about a particular model car, year, and all that, it'll tell you.
Yeah. Now I Google stuff to get an answer to something. Someone uses last week we had those two, side dishes that Troy had, and I think Tim had, and I'd never heard of them. So I Googled the name of the dishes to see how they were made or something. But what's up, Roxanne?
Yeah, this is, I mean, I Google all the time different things, but this is more specific, I reckon is the word I'm looking for about whatever you're asking. And the longer you make your question, the more elaborate it lays it out, too.
What?
Mine's
Nightbot.
a Gemini.
It's like having a super
Nightbot is
intelligent
going off,
person.
isn't it?
It's like having
You
a
see
super
that, Simon?
intelligent person you can ask a question at your disposal.
I've never seen Nightbot do this stuff.
Because
What do you do this time?
it's somebody that created an account.
Somebody what?
Created an account that says Nightbot. It's spelled differently.
Oh, okay. So it's not the real Nightbot.
I would say
No,
it's probably Guggen or probably Chris.
Yeah.
or
Okay.
Smoking Joe.
Or Smoking Joe. Yeah. Smoking Joe Barbecue. Yeah.
See my
yeah,
weather.
he's known for stuff like that.
Kidding me, Lance just graduated from the Slate.
Slate and a
Chalk.
piece of chalk school.
Chad GPT.
I'm serious. I don't know what that
Chad.
GPT thing is.
I got Gemini, whatever, on my
You get it.
phone. I just hit the home button for a couple of seconds and tell it something and it does what I want. Like set a timer, set my alarm clock, ask about the Super Bowl, whatever. How many castaways were on the island on Gilligan's Island? Stuff like that.
Chat
And it talks about
GPT,
it.
right?
Yeah, chat.
Greg Paul
GPT.
Tommy.
It's just a handy little resource if you're.
Well,
needing
Dad
those
is saying
things.
something. It helps write descriptions. I can definitely help that.
Yeah, it does all kind of things. I haven't even ventured into it. I haven't had it on my phone more than a couple of weeks. I mainly got it because it's a lot like Google AI, but to me it's better.
Yeah.
It's more in depth and it tends to be more accurate, even though it can make mistakes too.
Wait,
That's
did
what
you say
mine is. Google AI, Gemini.
you said Google has AI also?
If you go into
Mhm.
Google and search, a lot of times if it comes up at the very top with that little certain logo, that's their AI answering your question, and all the other responses will be below that, just regular searches.
Yeah.
All the AI stuff, man. Get ready for it. It's already here. It's only going to get
That's
more and more of it.
joke. That's probably what's going on. That was why I didn't even pick that up last week when they were saying silly stuff that Nightbot. But
Yeah, I didn't even consider that either.
I didn't either. Simon said something like, "Oh, I didn't even thought about that."
How's the fishing in Mississippi?
Fishing in Mississippi offers a variety of experiences, from freshwater fishing in lakes and reservoirs to saltwater fishing along the Gulf Coast. Freshwater fishing in Mississippi.
That's Google.
That's kind of like Siri on the iPhone. You can ask her anything or tell her to set a timer. I do that all the time. I'll put a pizza in there.
Yeah.
Instead of walking to my phone, I'll go to the door there and I'm like, "Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes."
Yeah, I do the same on that phone when we're cooking something or baking, baking.
She just set my timer.
Hello.
And Juco.
These are all timers I've had before.
Those are all what?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I had a long list. I think I'm down to like 10, but I had like 20 or 30.
Where's my clock at?
Yeah, Tarina's Siri on her phone. She's got it. You can change voices on it. The one on hers is some guy from Australia. It talks with that Australian accent.
Yeah, I do know you can do that.
I just got plain no Siri.
Or on your GPS. Yes, I have an old GPS. I don't use it no more. I use my phone, but used to be able to go in a GPS and change the voice of the lady give you directions.
That's what mine looked like before.
I didn't know it saved it every time you used it. Man, I got like 50 of them on it.
Yeah, that's like the Chat GPT. It will save them. I haven't figured out how to go in there and delete them yet, but I will.
Oh, I was just in my clock setting,
Yeah.
And because Simon did his like that, and I was like, how many I got? Because I set my
You talking about your alarm settings?
Yeah, I had like 50 of them. I didn't know it saved them.
I've got like 5:37 and 8 a.m. but they're all turned off.
All mine are too. Yeah,
I don't turn them on unless I actually need it. those got turned off when I retired from the shipyard.
Yeah.
Wait, never
I got a
did?
buddy of mine threw his razor away when he retired from the. He's a master captain. He's got a captain license. Master. He'd go any boat, anywhere, any size tanker, ship. It doesn't matter. He retired. He threw his razor away.
Dang.
And Johnny said he seen him the other day, and his beard was down to his belt buckle.
Is that right? Oh, look at the Beard Italian barbecue. How long his beard was, and he chopped it all off.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I mean, he
Jack
still has a
Drinkwater.
beard. Yeah.
Jack Drinkwater's got that goatee. At one time, it went down to his belt, but he's cut it up to about right here now.
Is that right?
Yeah. He thought about cutting it off one time. I said, boy, you look totally different. He's had that as long as I've known him. His wife wouldn't let him.
Is that right? He still do a lot of hiking and all that? Hiking and
Nah.
walking?
That's how he started that channel, but he runs two different Bales Bonds company, and it keeps him hopping. He has been putting out a lot more content in the last, I don't know, 5-6 months, because he just went kind of MIE there for a while.
Yeah, he
But
does.
he don't have time to do all that like he used to when he was younger. And I think he's figured out cooking channels much easier than trying to stage a whole hiking adventure and all that, all through the woods. And the biggest problem, he has to travel to do it. There's really nowhere around here to hike at with hills and mountains and all that.
Yeah.
I knew something was up with Devil Dog yesterday. I just couldn't put my finger on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I noticed also the other day that I thought he cut his hair too, but his hair's just pulled back in a ponytail.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. He had a haircut. That's my first thought. And then I
thought he took the beard all the way off and donated to the children's fund. And I thought he had his hair cut off for the same reason, but saw last night he had his head turned up where I could see that was in a ponytail.
Kids don't need beards, sir.
Huh?
Kids don't need beards.
Don't eat beards.
Don't need a beard.
Oh, that wasn't part of the hair?
I've been wearing a goatee like this probably since the mid 90s.
That's the one
maybe
thing.
longer.
Oh, yeah, me too.
You for
Long,
I guess
80s.
all through the 80s and stuff, I just had a mustache. It used to be jet black. You'd never know it now.
Well, this used to be brown and copper.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sure,
I turned into a blonde. Blondes have more fun. I'll be right back.
Hair is so long because he is donating the hair to the kids. Okay. Damn, it's still not the right length yet to cut it. Jeez.
No. I think minimum is going to be 12 inches.
Wow. Huh. Wheels over here lopping up water again.
What?
Oh, excuse me. So Wheels over there lopping up water again. You hear him across the room. Yes, 10 to 12 inches.
When Chuco's ice cream.
Yeah, I saw Panchuco at the meetup in Texas. He kept photobombing.
You went to the meetup?
I did not. I was watching them when they put videos up.
Oh, okay.
Don't cut the bread.
That's Taco's hiding place. Don't cut the beard. That's Taco's hiding place.
That's his bread.
Don't cut the cheese either.
Yeah. He won't
Nope.
like that. He won't like
Don't
that.
do that.
Cut Velveeta. It cuts better.
Well, Velveeta's a good all-around cheese. You can do a lot of stuff with that.
I used to make who was it? Ortega? One of them. They sold like nacho chips in a box with a foil thing on the inside, and they were round and they're perfectly flat. It wasn't like a bag of chips or like a bag of tortillas. And I used to take those this years ago. I'd take little pieces of Velveeta and put on every one of them and a jalapeno on top of that. And I'd bake them in the oven. That cheese was spread out. And then when they come out, I put a little dab of sour cream on each one of them. And that was a meal for me, you know, hot nachos right out of the oven.
Yeah, you're saying the tequila makes a better pitcher? Now, I didn't know we had this talk already, but I guess maybe someone had a little more in-depth conversation. But that John, I can't think of his channel anymore. Plays guitar, cooks every once in a while.
Rockstar?
Barbecue Rockstar.
Rockstar, yep. I thought he was in Florida, but someone said he moved to Texas.
He's from Florida, but he's been living in Dallas for years.
Oh, is that right?
He was raised in Florida. Yeah, he's been in Dallas ever since I've known him. He's got a business there, like doing landscaping.
Landscaping, yeah. I thought all that was in Florida. My mistake.
No, that's just where he looks like he's from Florida too, with that blonde hair.
Yeah. He moved about an hour and a half from Houston.
He moved?
That's what Des just said.
Oh, I didn't know that. I hadn't talked to him. I used to pop in on his lives a couple of years ago, but
he was moving while we were at the meetup.
Oh, okay. That's news to me then.
Not landscaping. I asked him about landscaping.
What was it then? It was something like that, wasn't it?
Well, I remember he was showed pictures of an area that he used to take care of or was taking care of. It was actually a cemetery.
I could have swore it was landscaping. What was it then, Hank Chuko? Did he say? I'm curious now.
Yeah, he was taking care of the lawns at that cemetery.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I think one of them was
tree trimming.
Okay. That's
tree trimming. Okay. Landscaping. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just getting ready to say, because I remember seeing one video at this cemetery, they were cutting trees back.
Yeah.
But he said it wasn't landscaping. Okay.
He's a tree surgeon.
He's a professional tree trimmer. What do they call those tree people?
Surgeons. Tree surgeons.
No, there's a name for them.
Oh, arborists.
Arborist, that's it. Tree hugger. Yeah, arborist.
Tree hugger.
They got those bushes. I don't know how it is now, but back in the 70s, the first year Disney World opened down in Florida, we went and the parking lot was just like forever. You get parked and they got little shuttle buses that pick you up, but they had landscaping. I'm sorry, shrubs everywhere, but they were trimmed like Mickey Mouse and all these different ones. You know, it's like it was so cool. Yeah,
yeah.
Those hedge artists.
Yeah.
I remember I went to a buddy of mine visit Florida. My wife is a huge bougainvillea plant lover, and them things were growing wild everywhere. I said, "Good Lord!"
I just bought 3 of them last week.
Is that right?
The best hedge artist there ever was Edward Scissorhand.
Yeah.
Temporaries.
That's the ones I have now here at the house. My mom planted like 10 years ago.
It's all right. My wife, her mom got her into it.
What's that? Some azaleas?
No,
Bougainvillea.
bougainvillea.
Oh, okay.
It's a native Florida plant.
They have thorns about that big.
Yeah.
I gotta go pick some mulberries. I got mulberry trees that are, man, I grow mulberries. They like that.
It's all right.
Yeah, man, that big around, that long. Make some good jam.
It sure does. I'm just getting ready to say I made some jam. We lived in a house one time, had a big mulberry tree in the back, and it's just about like you said, it's about as long as your thumb and about that big around.
Mm.
And I made some mulberry jelly with it, and I went and bought a couple of flats of strawberries and made strawberry jam at the same time, and also did fig preserves. Did all of them within a week of each other. That was years ago.
Yeah,
I was
because
in my 30s.
usually strawberries coming out about May, something like that. Figs come out around June.
Yeah, figs start around summer, August. If you can keep the birds off of them. I had a big fig tree on
Yeah.
that same property, and I had them old pie tin plates tied everywhere
Yeah.
around it.
They'll
trying to keep
still
the
get
birds.
in there. Use a net, bird net, and it'll save them.
But yeah, mulberry makes good jelly or jam.
I got weeds and they're flourishing. I love mulberries, man. That's way sweeter than a regular blackberry. We used to go picking blackberries on the side of the road on the fence line.
Right.
That's before they started spraying poison and stuff. This is back when I was a kid, back in the early 70s, mid 70s.
Yeah.
You find blackberry brambles on the fence lines, and we would get out the car and just go to picking.
Oh yeah, us kids used to go like down the train tracks. Some blackberries would grow, and you'd have all them thorny bushes all the way down the tracks, and we
Yeah.
would go walking down on the tracks and just pick them all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them back home. Mom would make like a blackberry cobbler out of them.
Oh yeah.
Raspberries,
But-
get them to me.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, his dad used to pay us to pick elderberries, and he would make elderberry wine out of it.
Oh yeah.
And then when he went
Raspberry.
on vacation, we used to go in the
Wow.
refrigerator and take his beer from him, drink his booze, and add water back into the bottles. We were bad kids.
Jerks.
I didn't know raspberries were invasive.
Invasive.
They'll grow out of the roots. You'll see some popping up, a couple of feet away, and
Yeah.
then 5 feet away, and then I guess they can get them. They will spread, but it takes a while.
Oh,
Bamboo.
very
Oh man. Oh Lord. Oh yeah. Raspberries.
I bet that is good.
Yeah, when I used to cut the grass at my then wife's father's house. He had blackberries in his backyard, and I used to come out of there, man. I'd have cuts all over me because he had blackberries everywhere. He planted them, and they just took over his yard,
Yeah.
and they just I'd come there scratches all over me.
You're like,
I think I caught him smiling one time, but I'm not sure. But
Yeah, we kids, I mean, they grew everywhere around here, and even on the back fence and everything. We go out there and we just eat them right off the vines.
yeah,
And we also had honeysuckles, and we would pull that little stem out and
yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
nectar
Yeah.
off of it,
Yeah.
Well,
Me and
how many
Johnny-
kids do anything like that?
Me and Johnny had a friend. He passed away about 13, 14 years ago. At his house, down by Tippertate, he dug a huge pond, catfish ponds and stuff. But he raised his house up, his land up like that to build his house on, because that was a flood area, and he planted blackberries in the back. Some good, man. You go back there, you got blackberries that big around, and they look like gooseberries. Like just huge blackberries. And
Yeah.
that that was in the woods part, where it didn't matter if they went everywhere. Man, those are huge and sweet. Those blackberries were actually sweet. They wasn't
Oh
tart.
yeah, them real ripe ones, man. Yeah. Yeah, we used to have our fingers be all stained purple on our lips and tongue and everything.
Mm-hmm. Dingleberries. Yeah.
Damn.
Chris, you're not right. You're not right. Mm.
Yeah, I got one of them
them.
Christmas, Russ.
And back scratchers.
Yeah, mother-in-law got me one.
You got a hand, a claw.
Yeah. What's yours?
Just a rake.
A rake. Oh, okay. Man, I can do all kind of stuff with this. If something falls on the ground, I can grab it. It'll get in my shoes, and I can grab my Crocs, and grab them and pull them toward me, and I reach down. Yeah, and this magnet, man, between this and this, I can get whatever I want as long as this can reach it.
There you go.
Russ, there's a question for you.
Russ, you may have already answered, but did you get the clog out? No, not yet. I knew I probably wouldn't. I just I had to get that video out. That's gonna be a pain. I might actually end up having to replace the lead pipe. This is not my house. I rent, but what I found out about living here, if you have them come out and fix things, they go up on your rent, so you're gonna pay for it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Didn't figure that one out. We've been living here 10 years.
What's up, Angie?
I'm over buying houses. Hell, I got so much invested in this one now. They already just give it to me.
All right, that shed in the backyard looks to need some TLC pretty quick.
Mainly the doors. Them doors, the 2x4s on, they're rotten. The rest of it's some pretty good. The rest of it's like that Hardy board. And even the wood on them the doors just need to be rebuilt,
Right.
That's one of them that you buy and they set it in your yard for you. It still looks good and dry on the inside. I don't keep much out there, just junk, really,
Yeah.
I got some pieces of plywood out there, crab nets, old rod and rails, just junk like that I don't want to put in the garage.
That snake drain thing, that was massive, man. That was a huge unit.
That's a good unit, man. 3/4 inch cable. It's got that spring around it, but it's also got a cable that runs through it. An actual 3/4 inch cable that's wound in that spring.
Right.
It's got the power. I told him if he would have kept hammering it, but I don't know where he was at. I don't know if he was where that plug was, but he kept saying he couldn't get it to go no further. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll fool with it later, and I will.
Yeah, I cracked me up when you just kept telling him, put that rubber glove on or something like that. He said he wasn't going to worry about it until because
it's brand new cable.
Back out.
Yeah, I said you're gonna get the poo on you.
Yeah. I ain't worried about it going in. I'll wait for it on the way back out.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the video, he had the glove on.
I was going to wear this shirt
and a
on that
rag
video yesterday, and I was going to say, well, if I get any poo on me, you won't even be able to tell it.
Oh, see it.
That's a polyester shirt, isn't it?
This is that stuff like they make fishing shirts out of, that real lightweight that evaporates.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My name, everybody calls me Rusty instead of Rust. I seen this shirt, and I'm like, I got to have that. It's like, it's rust,
Yeah.
Rust, like old rusted steel and stuff.
It's like every level of rust on you there.
Yeah.
I said, that's my personalized Rusty shirt. Oh, goodness. But, yeah, I'm not through with it, Panchuco. That was just to get the video out. I've had that machine for probably 3 weeks. and they're not bugging me, and I know why, because man, all them tariffs and stuff going on with them, they're probably like, it's game over with the U.S. I don't care if you do a video or not at this point, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. If I tell somebody I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm Rusty Jones. Actually, I'm Russell, but my family and everybody that knows me personally, it was always Rusty. And I kind of named myself Russ short with just one S. I did that years ago, just to be different. But if you was to be around me and some old friends come up, a lot of them do call me Russ for short, but most of them call me Rusty.
I was going to cut this video short.
My brother,
An hour, but I don't see where the other guys went live yet.
my brother and my sisters, they're all older than me. And when I was born, what was it, Ren 1010, where they had a little boy named Rusty on it? Anyway, they were all watching that on TV back then. And so they're kind of the ones that named me that when I come out of the hospital. I don't remember.
Who's the little boy with Lassie? Tommy?
Don't give me a line.
Who was with Lassie, Johnny? Tommy? The little boy on Lassie.
Timmy.
Timmy. That's
Timmy,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Timmy.
Yeah, he just passed away too.
Oh, really? The Pope passed away.
About a week.
I didn't
really?
know the Pope passed
couple of
away.
weeks ago.
So, Rick,
The Pope passed away. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
about,
Well, Johnny goes to church him every day, you know, and I was like, I'm surprised he didn't say anything.
about a week and a half ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick.
I think the funeral was yesterday.
He had a stroke.
Daniel Gracie.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Zen, did you hear anything else about Mike, M&C Aquatics? I know he was in the hospital Friday night, I think it was. He had his live scheduled, but it hadn't went off yet. Didn't go live yet. What's up?
Yeah, my first
What's
electric,
up, Rick?
the solar panels went live. Wow, $19 was delivery fee. Electric was free.
My first electric bill. So
How much are them panels? That's what I want to know. How much does it cost to switch over to all solar like that? That's got to be expensive.
Okay, so I noticed it said 5:30, and I went back in there a little while ago. It's 7:40, just to see if he was going to say hello, and it still didn't go live yet.
Oh, 7:30 Central, so it's still early. It's only 7. It's gonna be 7 o'clock now.
Yeah, I just got to think because I know you had to go to the hospital, get some type of injection. Something was leaking or something out of his back, something like that. I didn't catch the whole story, but not to be concerned with.
Yeah, it don't sound good. Leaking out of his
Nah.
back. The panels are $170 a month, which is still about $50 cheaper. Oh, you pay them monthly. Okay. I got you.
Is all right. I thought once you put them things up, you owned them.
Well, I guess they got different plans. I guess you could buy the whole system and do it yourself.
But you even have to take and you got to hire someone to remove them panels. Like if you need shingle repairs, you got to hire somebody to remove the solar panels and then put them back on after the sheet or shingles replaced.
If you're paying monthly for solar, that's probably still better than buying it all yourself and installing it, because I think there's a shelf life on those solar panels. They go out and have to be replaced periodically. I don't know how long.
Yeah, I did notice that, Zen. Someone actually even said something in his chat about was this the final show. He didn't say anything. As a matter of fact, we were talking during the week, and he said he wanted to invite me up backstage one night.
Okay, it's a lease deal, and if I need a roof, they come out and remove. Well, that's the best way to go then. That way, it don't break the bank out from the get go. And if there's anything that needs replacing, they'll come take care of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they offer that around here. Which my electric bill ain't bad right now. Last one I paid was $119. Now it's fixing to go up because we're getting in the warmer months, but
Yeah, the AC will suck it up.
yeah, I think the highest bill I had last year during the summer, 180, 190 maybe.
Wow.
This is not a big house.
Oh, that's not bad.
So
That's not bad at all.
our
Yeah.
biggest bill last year was $290 during the summer.
Well,
Sorry.
mine was high like that until I got this new AC unit installed, and man, it's that power bill went way down.
The I get 3 bills like that during the summer, right? The hottest months of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the year, about probably the highest I pay is like $150.
I need to get out there and do the maintenance on that outside unit, wash through the condenser and coils and all.
Y'all remember year before last when it got so hot? It was like 125 with the heat index. Everywhere in the South, it was just an unusually hot summer.
Yeah.
My neighbor, he was like, man, my light bill's $800. I'm like, what? And he had just a couple window units. I'm like, man.
Electricity. Yeah, those window units are crazy for.
Yeah, but he wasn't hardly using them though, and they were new. You know, they shouldn't have been burned. I said, man, something went wrong because everybody else, me, you know, his neighbor right next to him, you know, mine was like 175. And that's the year. That's when I got a window unit for the bedroom, and that window unit actually cools off the whole house.
Yeah. Daniel, I'm sorry you snuck in there. I didn't see you come in there.
I guess some solar setups, they have a lot of battery storage, right? You got to all your power stored in battery.
Yeah, that's another expense, the batteries.
If you, yeah, but the way Troy's doing it, he's doing a lease thing, so it's all included. That's not a bad deal at all.
Oh, okay.
Especially if you're in an area with high electric bills like he is.
Zen is saying in the summertime with her fish tank, she's $600 a month.
Dang,
Yeah,
My God,
that's expensive.
that's crazy high.
yeah. And then Des is up there at 283. That's electric and water.
My
That's-
gas bill.
Well, my water is about $80 a month, so mine's still a bit lower than that combined, but it ain't by much, maybe $50.
My water's like $35.
Really?
Yeah.
All the years I lived in Pascagoula, Chris, it was always like $30 a month. Get over here and it's like double and then some.
I
That's
can't see it. $20 is
$22. That's for gas and sewage. Sewage is with the city. We have water with LOCO, Louisiana Water Company, and the sewage is from the city. That's $12 a month. So you minus 22, 12 from
Will
22.
Digger lay down.
$10.64 is what I use that month for gas.
Yeah, our
And
gas.
I'm loaded with gas. My hot water heater's gas, my stove's gas, my
Yeah.
heater's gas. You know, but this is a summer month. This is August, so you know, no heater.
Right.
But even in the summer, like right here, February, man, it was cold in January. Remember we had that hard freeze? It was $87,
Electric.
and that heater was gone, and the stove to warm this house up to keep it
You're
warm.
off the ground, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm off the ground.
Okay, yeah. The highest my gas bill gets in the winter is around $35, maybe 40. And this time of the year, it's like you're saying $20 a month. That heater don't run long at all. You know, it's
Well,
very
that's with
efficient.
sewage though. So actually, my gas bill was $10.
Well,
$10.80.
my sewage is included in my water bill.
Correct. Here.
My gas is gas only. It's two different
Yeah.
companies. You
So I
know,
have
I got
gas and electric in the same bill.
gas and sewage is 22. You minus 12 from 22, you got $10. So that's cheap. You know, $10 a month for gas for cooking and water. You know, but I have a tankless heater. That's what's good. It's not steady burning. You know, keeping that water hot all the time, on and off, on and off. It's just on when I'm using the hot water.
I
on
got this
demand,
other
they call it.
day. This is who I got my power through, Singing River Electric.
Yeah, I
They
used to
now
have
have-
them.
They now have high speed, blazing fast fiber internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm already on that, but not through them. I didn't know they were in the internet business, huh?
That's a big difference. Then that's a huge difference.
Lafayette Utilities, which is Lafayette, Louisiana. Lafayette Utilities is the one that's doing all the fiber optics. They got the government. They got a grant or whatever from the government, money from the government to do fiber, to run fiber everywhere. And even if you're in the country, way out in the country, in the boondocks, you got fiber for internet if you want it. You know, it's
That's
there.
what everything's going to. It is fast.
Yeah,
I'll tell
they
you that.
the government say, look, we want fiber everywhere to all locations, and LUS Lafayette Utility Systems.
I know
and
one thing.
They didn't run it yet here, as far as I know, because they don't have nothing at the pole.
It used to take me, before I got on this fiber, it used to take me 30, 35, maybe 40 minutes to upload a video to YouTube. I can upload a video now, like today, that was an 18-minute video, I think, maybe longer. I don't even know. I didn't even look at it. But it takes like 2 or 3 minutes. It's there. But then YouTube's got to process it. Their processing takes longer than me uploading it.
Yep.
Before I can finish filling everything out, you know, for that video is usually ready to watch. It was today. All I did was hit public. Normally I'll leave it unlisted if I'm going to go put it at a certain time. But today I was trying to get it out kind of early, being on a Sunday. And as soon as I got all that did, there it was.
Yeah.
And your stuff's in what, 2K, 4K?
4K.
2K, I think.
I shoot all mine in 4K.
Oh,
I shoot all my videos in 4K.
Geothermal.
Okay.
Geothermal is pretty good. Pretty cool. What's up, Mike? We just talked. We're asking about you.
29. I can't help it. It just
Did y'all see what that difference was with Troy V?
What?
Yeah.
Wait a
On
minute.
his,
I used to
gas
have a
bill?
30-year-old furnace. Gas bills would be around 4,500. Replacement bills
Four
went
to-
down.
I think that's 4 to 500.
Energy efficient won me over, no doubt.
No kidding.
I think that's a typo.
4,500. Who in the world could afford that?
I think that's a typo. I think it's 4 to 500.
That could be.
450.
It probably doesn't have that in the summer. I like to keep it at.
If it's not a typo, boy, that's expensive.
Yeah, no
That is-
doubt.
$4,000.
We keep ours on 73 degrees in this house, and it stays just right. Good. I can feel it every time the air comes on. It's like you got to push the doors open. It's pulling so hard, you know. I
Feels
make sure
much
these
better.
filters get changed out about every month and a half.
Well, that geothermal stuff, I've always been interested in that. I think that's just the coolest damn idea.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
nothing. Getting your heat and cooling from the ground. I think that is so cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's all good temperatures down there underneath the ground.
500. Okay.
Okay. That's still high, man. That's holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah. A lot better than 4,500.
I wouldn't be able to buy groceries or anything. I'd be too busy paying electric and gas bills.
Yep. I'd be like, let's pitch a tent. Shit. What we got to lose?
Sewage 46. Oh yeah, y'all got to pay for y'all trash pickup, Des? Wow, $25 storm water, 1041. Man, there's all kind of fees in there. Damn,
I hear you, Kent.
that's
I
a
can't
lot of
lift
money.
nothing no more, man. I pay for it. My poor old back, it's just shot.
We don't pay trash pickup down here. That's included in the tax. They said they left it up to the people to do y'all want to pay like a one meal extra on your tax, which is a portion of a penny in sales tax. So you don't. It's better than paying about a month. So man, that voted that went through like a landslide. Oh yeah, people wanted free trash pickup. And then they
Yeah.
give you this little dumpster, it's about, I don't know, 100 gallons or something, big. I'm comparing it to the size of a drum. This,
You know,
and the truck comes and picks it up, and it dumps, come back, got a big lid on it. You can roll it to the road. It's big enough to handle 2 weeks worth of trash.
I don't know how we're paying our trash pickup because
Sale tax.
I'm gonna ask Tarina. It's included with one of these other bills. It must be included with the water bill. Then I didn't even think about
Right,
Tarina.
ours is part of the sewage.
Okay, well my sewage is on my water, so it's probably on there.
It'll probably be marked back there.
Yeah, I know I'm having to pay for it. They ain't never missed.
Yeah.
But I'm not billed for it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good thing. The
Yeah.
Des is paying like 26 or something a month.
Now, like where Derek lives, man, he got there for a while. He turned it off and started burning his trash. I said, "You gonna piss every neighbor off in the neighborhood burning all that garbage?" And I think he finally got it turned back on. But he said it's like $80 a month just to have garbage picked up. I'm like, "Good
Man.
It's about part of wine if I
Lord."
want to. I
County,
remember that.
Alabama.
Yeah, good to see you out, Mike. Jeff and I had a conversation in your chat earlier. I was waiting for 5:30. He said,
Yeah.
no, he said, it's all screwed up. I said, okay. So I went back to 7:30 and I got to thinking about what you said the other night about being in a hospital. I said, I hope he's all right. Effing old and moving dressers downstairs for my kids. Gonna be
I
sore
wouldn't
for a week.
nowadays. I used to do that stuff, man. That's why my
Yeah.
back like it is now.
You're way behind you.
Yeah.
I was limping around here this morning after yesterday and told Tarina, I said, here I am wanting to do all this work, and stuff. I said, my poor old body just, I don't know if it can hold up to it, but I'm going to try. Work a day, rest a day. Work a day, rest a day. That'd probably work.
I had a guy call me just today saying, you ready to get back to work? He's making all these plans with me for next week. And I heard his wife in the background, you ain't doing nothing next week. We're in Ocean City, Maryland next week. Oh, Lance, oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I messed it all up.
Boy,
So I gotta go. I'm off next week.
Trina made me mad yesterday. She asked me probably a week ago. She goes, Steven wants to know if you can look at his air conditioner Saturday. I said, no, I got a video to shoot Saturday. Tell him it'll have to be later or whatever. And Chad's over here. He finally got it, and we getting ready to go around back and start this video. I'd already shot everything in the garage before he got here. And anyway, I seen a little car pull up. I'm like, who the heck is that? And I seen Steven get out and his wife. I'm like, oh, crap. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I walked up to her. I said, I told you I couldn't look at that day. I'm shooting a video. I ain't got time to dive into somebody's air conditioner and troubleshoot it, And she goes, well, I figured on take it. I said, I told you not today, Anyway, I was trying to keep my composure, so I got my gauges hooked up, and it was completely out of refrigerant. And he said that he had somebody change the thermostat on it, and it was cooling up to that point. I'm like, well, did they undo anything? The thermostat's over here. Everything, all the refrigerant lines are wrapped around this way. And Anyway, he goes, I don't know. He goes, all I know is that it didn't cool after that. It was winter time, so we really didn't try to run it much. And
Right.
so I hooked up to it, and I said, well, it's completely dry. So I pulled a vacuum on it, and I put R134 out. First, I did a decay test with the vacuum to see if it had a massive leak in it. And it
Right.
held vacuum. It held vacuum. I let it sit there about 15 minutes. It never budged. So I felt first I shot a dye in it into the low side port while it had that vacuum on it, and then I charged it, and it got up and cooled fine. So I told him, I said, well, you're going to have to pay for this Freon, you know. And I explained to him how I'm getting it, and I'm having to give the guy that actually brings the refrigerant to me the money back. You know, and I've charged per pound, $20 a
Right.
pound,
Right.
and it held 1.38 pounds, which is $27.50. And anyway, I disconnected, and I was like, oh, let me try something, because these GMs, them little high side valves, are notorious for leaking. Notorious. I got my spray bottle, just bubbling out Freon like crap.
Oh,
And anyway, I went and got my little recovery machine, brought it out there, and sucked all the Freon back out. And I keep a variety of Schrader valves, but that particular
Right.
one is a specialty valve. It's got like a little rubber membrane on it. I
Right.
said, you need to go buy this valve, and while you're at it, I would go ahead and replace this low side, and we just have to schedule it for another day because I can't do it today. I was being a little short with him, but it wasn't his fault; it was hers, you know. But anyway, he thought he was going to drive out of here with cool air, and he would have if I wouldn't have found that leak. But I said, "There's where your leak is, right there." I said it wouldn't last between now and Monday if I leave that refrigerant in there.
Yeah, he'd be mad on Monday.
Yeah, 27.
$27.50, and it didn't even last me till Monday. God damn.
A friend of mine paid like $50 to get it refilled on a Saturday, and by Monday it was dead.
Yeah. You know, I'm doing them a favor because they're not going to pay me for my time. That's what I told her. I said, they're not going to want to pay me. You know, I said, I got paying customers. You know,
Right.
don't even mention I know how to do this stuff, please.
Right.
don't go bragging about it all over town,
Yeah.
all over to your relatives.
Okay, I'm going to hurt their feelings the next time. Well, let's see, my labor, this, I can recharge this thing for $150, get you back on the road.
Right. What's up, Jerry?
Jerry, what's
Anyway,
up?
I was aggravated after that, and I had to calm down. And finally, we went around back and shot that video.
Hey,
Lep. What's up, Lep?
What's up, Lip?
What's up, Lep? Long time.
But he knew I was aggravated. I said, he goes, I'll bring it back at your convenience, of course. I said, okay. He goes, I'm usually able on any Saturday. I said, I ain't got no problem with Saturdays. It's just I had already made plans for this Saturday, you know, and she was supposed to have told you that, but she didn't. I tell you one thing though, that little Vivor recovery machine, it sucks the bottom out of that car fast. I'm like, holy crap, this thing works good, man. I put
What
that
kind
little
of bag is on it?
huh
What kind of bag? It's got like a bag or something
bag on what?
so when it recovers it, or is it just putting it right back into the bottle?
No, I got a recovery bottle, and this
Right.
is what goes between the car and the tank, and it pulls it into a condenser inside this recovery machine and send nothing but liquid into the tank. And
Okay.
and I added, this wasn't on here, but I added a crap. I'm sitting there looking at it, I can't think of the name. What is that?
Rabbit and gravy.
Oh, Rabbit. It's
Yeah.
why can I not think of this? Anyway, the Freon comes in the top. Any oil that's in that it happens to suck out the coil, it goes to the bottom, and you open the valve, and you can see how much oil it's sucked out of it. I can't think of the name of it for nothing.
Just a separator?
Yeah, oil separator. That's what it is. Oh man, talk about a brain fart. But anyway, I added that to there. That way, it don't pump oil into the system and into the tank. It's capturing nothing but pure refrigerant. Plus, I got a dryer on there for any moisture or air that could have been in somebody's car.
So can that be mixed back into
I can
the
take that
virgin
and
Virgin
put it right back
Freon?
in his car.
Right, but can it be put back in a bottle with the virgin Freon in it? The unused Freon, the new stuff.
No, that's not safe. This got to be a specialty built bottle. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot heavier built than just a regular refrigerant can or bottle. Yeah.
I don't know why I visualized a bag when they recovered that stuff. It would go into this bag, you know, and you would have to
Catch it. I got it.
No, you go like this. Put it in.
not quite that bad, but yeah, something like that. But
it sucked that Freon out and pulled it into a bag. I'm like, holy crap, that thing works good.
It's a bag like this.
Yeah.
Just
seal it.
The only problem with this one, it cannot safely recover the new refrigerant for cars R1234YF because it's mildly flammable. And I've already picked out the one I'm gonna end up buying by Phil Peace. It's a sure enough good one, but it's about $1,000.
Mildly flammable.
Yeah, it's mildly flammable. That's what they say.
That means it can
refrigerant
explode and go boom boom.
The new refrigerants they're using in houses, same thing. It's a A2L refrigerant.
I gotta let this dog out. He's gonna go crazy if I don't. Go to the door.
All right, we've covered automotive AC. Y'all want to talk about welding?
I was gonna say, go
come on, Brandy.
welding or fish tanks.
Yeah, Randy quit popping in here because we don't talk about welding no more.
Yeah.
He was in the chat last night with Al.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he was. Al went live last night, and he was under. Yeah, he I think he just drove home or something, but he wasn't there for a little while. Come on.
You talking about Al Lunacy?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a surprise live, like later in the evening.
Yeah.
Oh.
This sewer camera I got, man, that'd make a good pipe inspection camera too for like new construction, looking at root passes and all that. I could tell what everything was fishing it through there. It looked good. I was pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, because you got how many feet of
98 foot came with this camera, but you can get them up to 350 foot.
All right, so
or
that
more.
would be that'd be you could do a long stretch, and say a 20 foot per joint. You can do five joints.
What, Simon?
Is it fiber optic on the camera, or how is it powered?
I guess it's fiber. That yellow rod is like fiberglass. It's real rigid. It'll bend, but it ain't just floppy like a wire. You know what I'm saying? You can just sit there and push it and pull it, no problem. And I don't know if that's fiber optic or not.
But it's got an actual lens on it, right? I mean,
yeah, it's got a regular lens on it. I'm looking at it.
So I guess it's wide.
The lens is about the size of a nickel. And then it's got that piece I slid over it, which protects the head of it to where it ain't just scrubbing on the bottom of that little crappy pipe, you know. Right. Then it's got the one I showed in that video with the 4 wheels for bigger pipe. It'll actually roll through there on wheels, you know.
Does it the end of it? Does it?
It does like not. It don't articulate. Okay. And I wish it did to where you could make a turn easily. Now I've got a handheld borescope right over here. It will articulate.
Right, like in a cylinder of an engine or whatever.
It'll turn 100 and
right,
like that.
Mm-hmm. Right. It'll turn that way when you put it in a spark plug hole in a car.
Yeah.
You can turn it up to see the valves and stuff.
You can see the valves. You turn it down. You see the pistons. You can see all that.
See the scarring on the cylinder walls.
I think the it's only 4 foot long, no. So it's an automotive borescope,
Right.
you know. Yeah, there you go.
Colonoscopy with your AC recharge.
I was telling Chad on that video, I said, boy, can you imagine sitting on the toilet and some old plumber's running one of these up your drain and right up through the toilet while you sitting on it?
Oh, we heard that on the video.
Ooh, boy.
Right. Ooh,
Yeah.
ain't there another snake in here?
Steak. Trying to add a little humor to it anyway.
Yeah, they had a lady she sat on a toilet and snake bit her on the butt top.
Ooh.
And she screamed bloody murder and all that, called 911 and the ambulance came. They still hadn't figured out how that snake got in there. They was like, well, through the toilet, it can come in through that P valve, the P trap, and that flap. They got a flap in the toilet. Some of them got a flap in them. And it got in through it like that.
Yeah.
And like,
That snake was wanting out of there.
it wasn't a venomous snake though. Good thing for her.
That'd give me a heart attack just to think of such thing. Turn around and look and like, ooh, copperhead or water moccasin or something.
Oh yeah, especially old copperhead, man. Those are more poisonous than a water moccasin, cottonmouth.
Yeah. Yeah, it would not be a good day.
Yeah, it went in through the.
Well,
through
most
the-
toilets ain't nothing but like an S. You
Yeah.
get your drain, they come up and over and back like that.
Mhm.
You know, they're wide open. The flap is in the tank, the flapper ball.
Well, there was a toilet that the bar room I was running and had interest in. That
Mhm.
toilet in there had a flap. That's the only thing that kept the skull can from going up in it.
They probably got some configured different, but old timey toilets
Yeah.
like I got, it's just open. When I used to apartment maintenance, kids would flush little army men and all kind of stuff in these toilets. They get up in the throat of it and get it hung up. I'd have to pull the toilet, take it outside on the ground, and I would. How did I do that? Anyway, I got something to go all the way through it with a string, and I would pull like a Brillo pad through it, and that would usually pull out whatever got called into it. I remember pulling out typewriter pencils, Copenhagen lids, all kind of stuff, man.
I have a
It was a crappy job, but somebody had to do it.
handheld and it does like this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's about
Oh, yeah.
6 foot long, and they have a spring coil. It's rigid,
Yeah.
and it has a point, and then whatever it'll get a wash rag, and like you talk about the little plastic things, it'll
Yeah.
break that up. It'll actually break that up, but it'll catch a wash rag, and
Yeah.
when it turns, it's actually kind of wrapping it around that little
Oh, pigtail.
spring thing, pigtail, yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's cloth or whatever, it's grabbing it and you pull it out. And
We
I
had
pulled
one of
many
those.
rent
It's on
houses
a
out
pole,
the
and you got this
stick.
crank up here, and you're able to shove it down, and the cable comes out. It's got a U shape on it. You put it in the throat of the toilet, and you start turning it. As you're pushing down, it'll go all the way back over
Oh, yeah,
into the
it
drain.
will.
If you got anything in there, we'd use that a lot of times, but we couldn't unstop it like
Right.
the plungers. Then that came out, and if that didn't do it, you got something backing up in the sewage. It ain't your toilet,
Right.
That was normally
I
the
was
case.
going to one rent house, like every 2 weeks, and I told the lady, I said, she had grandkids come over. I says, grandkids didn't throw nothing in here by accident, maybe? She was like, oh, no, I got good grandkids and all. They don't do stuff like that. And there were 3 wash rags in there. 3 wash rags in the toilet. And so now it's stipulated in the rent contract, if a plumber has to come out, it's their fault. They have to pay for it. And well, I'm the
That's only
plumber,
fair. That's only fair.
So I told her, I says, next time, I says, we're gonna charge you for this.
Yep.
Oh, that's not included in the rent. I'm like, no, ma'am.
Not when
Hey,
you
Tim.
deliberately do it. It's called sabotage.
Well, good thing I got him out there. As soon as I got him out there, he just threw up all over the place.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Sick.
man.
Yeah, he was going crazy. He comes in and nudges me, and I was like, "It's
Smart dog.
not his bathroom time." But that's why I was a little odd about it. I said, "He's bugging the hell out of me." He got out there, and 20 feet from the door, he threw up.
Wow.
Smart dog to at least let you know, you
Good
know.
dog, man.
Yeah, yeah,
My dog would just poop right here if I don't let him out fast enough.
yeah. So I
What did
apologize.
he? What did he eat last?
Well, he's been getting these like savory beef sticks, and I'm wondering if they're not like upsetting his stomach or something.
They'll do.
Pepper, maybe. Pepper seasoned too much.
Yeah,
So I get those for my dogs. Like this one, I only give them one every once in a while. I don't get them like constantly. 'Cause
no,
they'll-
he probably gets 3 a day of them savory sticks.
Maybe I cut them down to like one every other day or so.
Yeah. So I have to hide them from my wife. She's one that buys that big ass bag of them. Natural Essentials savory sticks.
Cut it back maybe one a day even.
Yeah. But he has regular beef jerkies over there, chicken and beef.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, but she started eating these savory things, and I'm wondering if that is what messing with his stomach.
Could be.
Because when he eats one, he goes right over to the water bowl and starts drinking.
I know with these cats of Tarina, if she gives them certain foods, they'll puke it right back up. They'll eat it and love it, but they'll puke it up.
Jonesy times 6.
Yeah, you missed quite a bit.
Huh?
You missed it quite a bit.
Yeah, I figured I did.
Where is Jonesy?
Is Jonesy in here? The Australian Jonesy?
That's who I was thinking. Is that the one you talking about? I don't see that one.
He has.
Tim and Sibby just showed up too.
I see CV and I saw Tim. But we talk about Jonesy. I didn't.
What's his channel's name? The one from Australia.
Radio Jonesy, I think.
Yeah, Radio Jonesy. That's it.
Radio Jonesy, yeah.
Golly, I haven't seen none of them guys' lives in a while.
I watched his birthday live last week.
What's up, Scotty?
Was it last week?
How you doing?
I think it was. What's up, Scotty?
Scotty.
What's up, Scotty?
The cat with IBS. We had to find a whole other food. Poo-poo supplement.
Yeah.
Animals.
I didn't know cats would have that irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
Is that Jonesy? Is that one of his channels?
Huh?
The Legend Gaming. I think that's one of his channels.
Oh, the Legend Gaming channel?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen that I didn't recognize.
Yeah, he's been popping around here lately. Went over and I've never been a gamer, I feel bad, but I at least went over and watched, a couple videos and subscribed to him. He came over here, he subscribed. He's from the Fish family. But I've never been a gamer, never have been into that. I've been into the boardwalk games, playing pinball machines and stuff like that, but heading out to dinner. All right, Gabriel. Don't get barbecue. They don't barbecue good in California.
Oh. Hey, MBL. Hey, Sal, you're in the chat.
Ouch. Yeah.
And Chile Verde.
No, but if you do a tri-tip wrong, they'll sure flat let you know about it.
Yeah. You do a tri-tip like a brisket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chili Verde. I love the Verde. God,
I've done
I
a
love
few
that.
tri-tip videos, and about the only thing they could call me out on was not using that California redwood, that coastal redwood like they use.
But that's
But I'd say in the video, I know this ain't the right wood, but it's all I got. You know,
Oh,
it is what it is.
that's a good one, NBL. Old school games like Marble has lost a few of those years ago.
Chili Verde.
I love a Verde sauce.
I do too.
George turned me on that 805. I love a Verde sauce now.
I got some poblanos I need to use before they go bad.
I just got my poblano plants yesterday. Wife and I drove around, went around town, hit a couple Mennonite flower shops and hit a couple Amish flower shops and hit an Amish soft pretzel maker and got all my veggie plants and stuff. I'm just doing poblanos, cayenne, standard cucumbers, pickling cucumbers, and about 3 varieties of tomatoes. That's all I'm going to do this year.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't use all that other stuff though. You know, the jalapenos, I really don't use them that much. And then the Carolina Reapers, I don't use them. I just grow them to grow them. The cherry bombs I stopped growing last year because I didn't use the first year's.
Make some hot sauce with them, then just cook with it. Add a few drops to your chili, just here and there. You know.
I'm so hungry now. I figured you went over to Mike's, Zen. Thank you.
I had some
Yeah,
hot.
have you ever had Verde? Verde sauce, Zen? Oh, she's from Texas area. Probably so.
Probably.
Love a Verde sauce now. I can blame that on George. And just like poblanos, I never did poblanos, and now I won't touch a green pepper. I'll use a poblano all the time.
Somebody go live?
Huh?
Did somebody go live?
I don't know. It's Daddy Dutch. I got himself another pellet smoker. Man, you got to buy another house yet.
I was tuned in to Tommy's live for about 15 minutes.
Had a few.
And there was some guy he had on there. I guess the guy was from Canada. A whole nother line of cookers. It's Black Earth Grills was the name of the company.
I think I saw where Tommy used a grill top or something of that brand.
Well, I know they make. I went to their website. I didn't see a flat top or anything, but they have like a combination gas and pellet, I think, and wood on some models. That's all I don't need. I'm trying to get rid of the smokers I got.
Dutch is one of those lucky guys. There's a guy in the fish family. He lives in the area. For whatever reason, people throw away fish tanks left and right. He's got, I think he says 40 or 50 running fish tanks, and 90% of them he's never bought. Dutch just sent me a picture. He's got another pellet smoker. This is a Traeger. I guess he got from somebody because it didn't work. Thought the auger was bound up on it. He repaired the ground wire. Now it's a running Traeger for 30 cents.
Huh.
I never find across them deals like grills and stuff, which I'm fine with. I've got enough. I've got grills stored in another building now because I don't use them often enough to keep them in here in my way. I cooked that brisket last week. That was actually a pain in the butt to get that smoker out of here to outside.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of people get into that thinking that's what they want to do. Then they find out it's work to maintain everything. They lose interest.
Hey, y'all sound like a buddy of mine now, Dutch. What's up, Chef? He said Mrs. Dutch found that one for him. I got a buddy. He yard sales and stuff every weekend. And now his wife has gotten out there with him going. But he finds some stuff. We get to working together, and he'll have this brand new bag of Craftsman tools or something, battery tools. So what'd you pay for that? Yard sale, $5. Whole bag full of tools.
I already do that. I've been paying top dollar for all these tools. I need to go to some pawn shops and yard sales.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Dutch found this one. Already cooked.
I want to get a set of these swivel. I got a set of gear wrenches, or that ain't the brand, but wrenches, ratcheting wrenches. But I want to get a set that had the swivel head on them on each end, 2 different sizes.
Yeah.
I want to get a set of them.
My brother-in-law's got all that stuff, man.
Yeah, those are handy when you got to get up like on something. It's got a lot of leverage too.
That and the ratcheting wrenches. Still don't own a ratcheting wrench. I'd love to have a set.
I've got a whole set of ratcheting wrenches. Then I got just regular wrenches. Just recently, I bought a big set of the big wrenches, like up to 1 1/4 inch. But I need a set of those ratcheting swivel. Yeah, probably go to Harbor Freight and buy that Icon brand. Those are pretty decent. A lot of people's comparing it with Snap-on. I won't go so far as to say that, but I know they're a lot cheaper, and plus they're a lifetime warranty. So,
yeah, he's already done a pork belly burn ends, 3 racks of ribs, and doing some chicken wings on it. I've never used a Traeger, but I wonder like a Traeger. What's the other ones? These GMGs. So he has several of them.
I got to see those Traegers up there in Wisconsin at Jeff's place, his house. And they're pretty well built, big, man. A lot more impressive in person than what they look like on his videos. Real thick, insulated, Even he was impressed, and he's never wanted to be a Traeger boy, That's what I'm saying. But he had to admit they're pretty. I don't know if they're worth the price, but
yeah,
they are good looking pits.
I wonder
how these tariffs are going to affect the prices on these pellet grills.
Yeah, that one that
all of them built overseas.
Niners bought. Man, I couldn't believe he paid that much money for that thing, but that was their going price. I said, there ain't no way I'd pay that.
I was hearing something yesterday or day before that we're not really going to see what these had the implications on these tariffs to about June, because a lot of people stockpiled that stuff while they had time.
Not that talented.
It gets passed on to the consumer.
Yeah. This motherfucker. Oh,
we'll start seeing a lot more American-made pellet grills probably.
Well, I mean, and that's a good thing, isn't that the whole purpose of that?
Yeah, no, I'm all for it.
I walk past demo guys and I'm like,
some growing pains, but after that, you'd be better off.
Don't make eye contact.
Water away fast.
I was watching a video yesterday, this channel I've been binge watching, and he ordered a brand new drive shaft for this Ford. It was a 2-piece drive shaft with a saddle bearing in the middle. And the saddle bearing, I guess it's up there in the rust. It came from the Rust Belt. He's down in Florida. But anyway, that saddle bearing just completely ate out and dropped the drive shaft. And when it did, it started tearing itself up, that little center piece. And it broke in half. and it broke in half right when he was getting ready to pull it into the garage. I mean, dang the luck, you know. And so he ordered a brand new one. It come in, it said USA, had the flag on there, and he got the front piece on, got the saddle bearing, he got it all put together, and he put it was up on the lift, he put it in drive, and that back one was just as warped as it could be. That sucker had a lot of run out, and he test drove it, and he said, well, there's no vibration or anything. He goes, but that's way too much run out. So he said he was going to send it back and get another one. I'm like, that don't look good with that USA stamped on there. We used to stand for quality, you know.
Right. Right.
But things happen.
I guess you still get, flukes, but maybe it's something he did on his end too yet, but
I don't know.
I hope.
It was definitely out of balance. You ever seen old warp drill bit with a lot of run out or the
Yeah.
chuck? You know, that's what it was doing.
I got a damn drill press that does that, but I won't throw it away. It's in the arbor.
You can buy a new chuck and everything for the better one.
Yeah, my father-in-law's, and he passed away, and I won't get another one. I won't throw it away. I should. I don't use it.
The Moose, I built drive lines for years.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's what he says.
What's up, Tom?
And what's bad, this was balanced. It was a balanced drive shaft, but man, you could see the run out just on video. The front one was fine. It was that back one. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got to cook a cooking video now tomorrow, I guess, when Tarina gets off. Been trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm just going to do some wings on that Pits and Spits flat top just to get a video out.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? RJ, what's up? I want to do a simple cook, and for some reason, that damn mustard rub chicken pieces of yours, just regular old barbecue chicken, came into mind. I didn't have anything thought. I was going to do that today, but I ate subs instead. But
yeah,
I'm going to be doing that again here soon. I've been wanting some barbecue chicken.
In all the years I've ran this barbecue and cooking channel, I've never had a hard time trying to figure out what my next video is going to be because I was more into it. But now it's like, because I want it to be easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until I'm done with this. And so wings it is.
Right.
I need to talk to them real soon though. But talking about Chinese, I was just reading that comment. The same guy on another channel, the name of the video is how to spot a counterfeit auto part. Like you get a lot of stuff you get off Amazon and some on eBay and stuff. Anyway, this person had bought what was it? Throttle position sensor, one of them, and they put it on, and this thing was crap. No, it wasn't throttle position. It was something else that gets a vacuum line. I can't remember. It started sucking fuel into the vacuum line, brand new. And anyway, he was showing, she still had the package on it. It said Ford on it, genuine parts, had everything identical to a Ford bag. Now, he ordered a genuine part, and he compared it. And all they do is counterfeit them bags, and the color on Ford's a little off. It ain't quite the same, but when you look at the part itself, the color of the plastic is more gray instead of that black.
Right.
One thing. And Ford parts have Ford stamped into it. If it's made in Mexico, it'll say Mexico. It'll have actual part numbers and everything. And that other one didn't have any numbers on it. So he was just talking about it's a real problem. A lot of people think they're getting a good deal on something. All they're getting is junk. They're going to end up having to turn around and get an OEM part anyway. So you're better off.
Counterfeit parts are,
man,
it's bad.
Yeah. But I learned
Fords
something
are
on
usually
there. Like,
made in Canada.
yeah,
Johnny's he's got a Chevy Silverado. It's made in Canada.
yeah.
You got Canada on the door when you open the door. That all that it's got Canada in there.
Right.
Like, wow.
But I bought that. I still haven't put it on my truck, but I bought that neutral safety switch, and I got it off of eBay, and it come in that plastic Ford bag like that. And I got the thing. I said, I need to go check that part, see if it's counterfeit. The next day, I went out there and finally ripped it out of the bag and looked. And I said, nope, this one's real. This is authentic. So I felt better about that.
What's up, Josh? You ain't seen you in a while.
Josh? Yeah.
The Chinese are bad about that. They'll take anything we make over here and they'll try to make a cheaper version of it and sell it right back to us. You know, they stole the information from us to begin with.
Right. I ain't seen Josh's wife. I guess his wife. He's always posting pictures, updates on the baby and all that, but Joshua.
Is that the computer going to sleep on me?
Oh man.
Yeah, but the biggest problem with that is you order something like off of Amazon that's counterfeit, you really don't know it until you get it and analyze it. It might look real as it can be on that photo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's a stock photo, not necessarily that part. You know,
Right.
Right.
But what happens if you get enough stuff returned back to Amazon, and suppose this lady was going to get a refund on it, and if one company does that enough times, then Amazon will cancel their account, but they just turn around and start a new one and keep doing it.
Right.
You can't
Yeah.
stop it. You just got to be smart enough to not to fall for it. You know.
same with eBay. They've had
eBay too. Yeah.
scams going
I like
on.
that. And I did do that when I went to eBay. I typed in authentic, genuine OEM Ford Motorcraft parts, you know, which they can easily say it is and it not be. But I did get what I paid for, you know. But I think now I'm just going to get it locally at a dealership or something if you can even get those parts. Some
Well,
parts.
did you see the one that Tom had posted? I don't know where those where if you could even find a place like that. Rock Auto.
Oh, Rock
I've never
Auto.
heard of them.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah, Chad, my son, and Derek, they both have ordered through Rock Auto a lot of stuff. Yeah, they haven't had no problems with nothing.
I've got several parts here for the Suzuki car. That's from
Yeah.
Rock Auto. Got a condenser coil and a alternator. There's a Mitsubishi alternator on that car, on that
Right,
engine.
but see, here's your difference. Rock Auto is a website, and it wouldn't take long for the word to get out that all they got is junk, if that's what it was. But where these other scammers are just doing Amazon stores. You know, they don't have a website presence and they make it look real and as counterfeit as it can be, you know. But
Right.
still in all. But yeah, it's not just I was saying Ford a while ago, but that's for Mopar, any, you know, Chevy, it don't matter. Any car part. They do it with all of them.
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing advertisement on like YouTube ads for eBay. It's eBay car or wait, it's parts. You know, car parts. eBay Motors or something. I think
Yeah.
that eBay has that certain
They do.
area.
Matter
for
of fact,
car
I got my truck listed in there. When I look at parts on eBay, it's automatically looking them up for my truck.
vehicle.
And
Right.
it's going to tell you when that part comes up, it'll say, yes, this will fit your truck. Guarantee. They guarantee it, you know.
Yeah.
So
eBay Motors, yeah.
eBay Motors, yeah. But
So
I
I
don't
guess
order
when
a
you're
lot of
getting it
stuff
from
online
eBay
like
Motors, it's legit. I mean, I would assume that, you know.
Yeah, I ordered a throttle. Actually, I ordered 2 throttle body gaskets for that truck probably a month ago. And the first time I ordered from this website, it let me pull up my other computer, and it's probably straight out of China. Is the reason I'm having to wait so long. But it
Yeah.
says Genuine Motorcraft. Now I'm having a feeling this is all. Where is it? Yeah, Genuine. Here it goes right here. Genuine. It says FordPartsGiant.com. Genuine Ford parts, and that's all I ordered. It only come like $4 or $5, and I haven't gotten them in yet. But I'm wondering if it was shipped from overseas. If it is, it ain't Ford if it come from China.
Right.
But which on a gasket, it probably don't really matter, you know. But anything else, I won't order from them again.
Supper is ready. The rabbit is cooked and it's tender.
I hear
And
you.
yeah, so it's time.
I
All
heard that.
right.
All right, brother.
Lance, I might be up later on. If y'all still on.
I'm gonna cut it in about 9 minutes anyway.
Oh,
Run
okay.
it for 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down.
I
Longer than I was
appreciate,
going to.
I appreciate the link. Appreciate you having me up. Good seeing you again. Good seeing
Yep,
you again,
yep.
Simon, Russ, everybody in the chat. All right, y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. As always, love, peace, and crackling greets. Catch y'all later. Aplita.
Abuta. Thank you, Bat.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that.
Got to mess his outro up. I'm so mean. Mm.
Boo trapped that rabbit on Easter. Some bitch dropping basket of candy around here. I can't have no candy. See y'all. Stay beautiful. All right, brother Steven.
Yeah, I got to go in there and find something to eat too. Tarina stopped by Sonic today and brought me back a foot-long chili dog and some onion rings. That's about wore off. I was like at 1 o'clock.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had one of these little snacks she bought me.
You can
Little
go ahead and shut it down now if you want.
energy bar.
I had two of these earlier.
Yeah.
Chicken McNuggets. There you go.
You had a reward point. What'd you pay? You paid $6, I think you said?
$6 for 20.
For 20 pieces.
She bought groceries today. I know there was quite a bit of stuff in there. I just got to go fumbling through to see what all she got.
I got some radishes and cucumbers in there from yesterday I bought while I went out shopping. I like to snack on them things, man. Actually, that Alabama sauce
White
makes
sauce?
a great veggie dip. Yep.
Yeah,
That vinegar, it makes a great veggie dip.
bet it does. She went to Rouse's here a couple weeks ago and bought these boar heads, makes these pickles. Well, she's normally gets some little dill chips, which are really good, but she bought some, what was it? Garlic and horseradish butter pickles. And man, they're good. Golly, they're kind of syrupy, almost like Texas, the jalapeno candy.
Right.
Kind of like that, but man, they're addicting. I told her, I said, I could sit down and eat that whole jar. And it was a little small jar she bought. I said, you're going to have to buy some more of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're garlic and horseradish bread and butter pickles.
Yeah. The Amish make a jalapeno, bread and butter jalapeno.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, but I still like to mix it with some chow chow, like a sweet chow chow.
Well, I love chow chow. My grandma used to make it. My goodness, it
Yeah.
was good.
What is chow chow?
What is it? It's like pickled mixed vegetables.
Yeah, it's good. My dad used to run that fence business. He owned it years ago, and this one wholesaler that he bought from out of New Orleans called American Wholesale. it was, I guess, at the holidays, they sent him like 2 cases of these big jars of chow chow.
Mhm.
And I swear, I mean, I was just kidding. I'd open a jar, I'd sit there and eat all of it. It was some of the best I ever had. You know, it was so
I
good.
love chow chow.
Yeah, man, that stuff didn't last long between all
love
of it.
chow chow.
Mm.
Never heard of that either. Damn,
Google it.
Scrapple.
MBF.
Y'all had never had Scrapple. You never had chow chow.
No, what the hell are y'all eating, man? Jeez, it's old people food, I guess.
That
Chow
generation,
chow is
that
great,
generation
man.
was raised on fast food or something.
Yeah, chow chow is a side dish. Chow chow on top of your hamburger, even as a relish on your
Yeah.
hot dog. I mean, you can eat it in many ways, but
Yeah,
I usually just like it right beside me on a bowl next to the plate. But I'll put something spicy into it because the last jar I got, it was a little bit on the sweet side.
I done ate all that. Remember that salsa I showed in, I think that German sausage video I did, that salsa? But they sent me another one after that video because I said in the video I wanted the really hot one. They had a real spicy one with habanero and stuff, and she sent it.
Chris, you're messed up, Chris.
And I devoured that. I do. I'll sit there, open it, and I'll just sit there and eat it right out of the jar. It's so good.
Never heard of it, really. God,
Yes, sir.
I guess I'm 61. Never heard chow chow or Scrapple. Chow chow is really good. It's
Dog
like a side dish. This one, I mean, it could have anything in there. It could have kidney beans in it. You know, just anything in it. I just love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Chow chow's a dog.
That's a,
Yeah.
that's a-
Cow with a blue tongue. Yeah.
I had one when I was younger.
Always like those chows.
Fast
Seen some
food,
mean ones though.
like an
Yeah.
antelope.
Well, then, I mean, they're
Like
just
antelope.
protected.
But she makes her bread and butter jalapenos, and I mix them with that chow chow. And man, that is so good.
Mhm.
Yeah, mixing with a dog. Dang.
They have a buddy of mine's mom used to make the chow chow, and we went over. I was helping him work on her house one day, and we had it. She brought it out, and hers was like a fine blend. It wasn't a chunky. It was really like a minced. And I had that stuff, and I mean, tell you, it's the best chow chow I ever had. And I ate just about half that jar that day, sitting there at lunch. And from that point on, she would always, when she made fresh chow chow, she made sure Bernie brought me home, you know, a jar or two of it.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah,
Love
I think
it.
I'm just gonna do
Absolutely
buffalo
love it.
wings tomorrow.
Yep.
That's what Tarina wants. Be easy to cook.
Oh, bad.
Call it a day.
Chow chow. There you go.
Yeah, it'd be
Maybe
good on hot dogs.
Yeah, it'd be great on hot dogs.
That's like a relish.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Some of it's pretty chunky.
Yeah, everything
can
I ever
really
had
use
had
it
a
for that.
consistency of like a pickle relish, but it doesn't taste like a pickle relish. Not like you get,
Yeah.
you know, for like putting in a potato salad or something. This just tastes different. It's got different ingredients. It's
Yeah.
really
I've
good.
had it from like a finely minced to, you know, pretty chunky.
Yeah,
The stuff I have right now is pretty chunky.
yeah.
Yo, chunky chow chow.
But it's
Yeah,
cheap.
you also got a thing called chutney, you know, which is kind of
Yeah.
like
I've heard of chutney.
it's kind of cut coarse, you know. Yeah, it's different. Chutney is something altogether different. Lance,
Just
what was
corn.
that crappy salsa or something you sent Guggen? Oh, that was that oyster.
Yeah. That stuff was good.
I forget what the name. I mean, it's oyster sauce or
Oyster sauce. It's supposed to like be a compliment to like a cocktail sauce or something like that, or you
Yeah.
take the place of it. But
I
Right,
guess
but
when you
then-
first hear the name, you think it's got oysters in it or something. I don't
Yeah.
know, but it's
he said
actually
it was good.
It's actually a condiment for our oysters or whatever you want it for, I guess.
Yeah, he says it was good.
Right. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I followed up with Guggen. He said he liked it.
Hadn't seen him pop in a while.
He was on vacation.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I'm not sure if he's back or not, but he was on vacation.
Y'all still got that page going? What's it called?
Discord?
Yeah, Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nowhere's near as popular as it was before, but
Yeah.
still pop in there and see stuff like Christy having a bunch of baby ducks and
We saw
I
that on
haven't seen
Facebook.
her pop in a video in a while either.
yeah,
Unless she's laying
Yeah,
in the
she-
grass.
Yeah, she's
She's
probably
still-
looking.
yeah. Just staying away from her. You know, she's a new mommy. She's got new children. She's got Bea there all the time now, so she's doing the mommy duties.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss him. I hadn't seen her or him in a while.
Yeah, I've sent them a message. It's probably around Easter time, last weekend maybe, something like that. Just to say
Yeah.
hello, touch base with them.
Now, Randy texted me last week or maybe earlier this week and was wanting to know if I had a boudin recipe. Now, I sent him that. He's going to try that boudin balls with the Cheetos coating on it.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah,
he couldn't find no boudin up there. And after I sent it, I got to think, I said, he's not going to have a meat grinder with him. So I told him, I said, shred it. Shred it the best way you can. If you ain't got a stand mixer, you're going to cook it so tender, you can take forks and just shred it, you know,
Right.
and then you could form your balls out of that.
yeah. Yeah, he's been doing some cooking up there.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah.
has. I see it. I don't get on
Right.
Facebook much anymore, but when I do, there's usually a post of him with something he's cooked.
Crab Ragoon to KC Goon.
Name of the crab raccoon to KC Goon. Impatient food is concerning. Yeah, a lot of times that imitation crab meat, I know they do here in the States anyway, that imitation crab meat is what kind of pollock, the fish?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they use. It's actually a fish that you're eating.
Yeah. It
resembles
makes a good
crab.
seafood salad. I
Yeah,
like
it
it.
does. It does. It's
All right, people, I think
imitation,
we're
but it's
great.
not fake. It is real food, you know.
Right. Go ahead. Yeah, but it's not crab legs, you know.
No, it's not any kind of real crab that I know of.
Yeah, but I like it. It's good.
Yeah,
Like I say, for a seafood salad, it really works good.
it does. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plug on this chat. I'm gonna go hit up this guy that was in here earlier, MC, and check up on his health. I'm sure they've been talking about it for that past hour and a half. So I'll come back in there and have to get him to start that conversation all over again. But just want to check up on him. I appreciate y'all again, as usual. Thank you for coming in here every week for me. Or for us, not just me, for us. Keep the channel going. I just appreciate it. People like Jeff Wepner sending me that brisket. I mean, fed my family. The person from the chat sending me something like that. It's just unbelievable, the kindness. Love all y'all. Y'all take care. Don't forget, Simon is on Tuesday.
Tuesday
Night. We got Dez
Friday.
on Friday night. And we got Eddie Double Dog on Saturday night. That's about all I know that's consistent anymore. But appreciate y'all again. Russ, Simon, thanks for coming up on the panel. Appreciate y'all. And we'll do it again soon.
Y'all have a good night. Good night, chat. Night, guys.
0.